Hey y'all, should go off of Maya. I'm back with another video, and today, um, this is gonna be my first story time on my YouTube channel. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, put the post notifications, put the post notification bell on, and I'll be turning the comments on. Comments on. Comment something nice, please. My bad. I spit. Sorry, my bad. Um, But okay, so this story time is gonna be like about like my experience in sixth grade when I was in elementary school. So um so my experience in sixth grade was of course it was the first day of school, and I met this boy. His name was um Jose, and I met him, and um he was asking me like, "Oh, how do you spell this word?" And I um gave him like the letters to it, and because it was his first day too, so like me and him had the same like he because my first class was math. Like it was because elementary school you only have like three classes to go to. You have your like you only it's like your homeroom class, and then you go to your science slash social studies class, and then you go to reading. Excuse me. But I went to math first, and I went to science, social studies, and then I went to reading. And then we had specials, like we had PE, music, and art. So I met him, and me and him were talking, whatever. And he was like, "You want to be friends?" I said, "Yeah, sure." So like I was like, okay, so we're friends now. So like me and him were just having a nice conversation, like not in the class, whatever. Like in my math class, of course, it was just in my math class we were just the teacher was just explaining like about him, like all the stuff about him. So me and him were like talking, and then when we got to lunch, we were sitting by each other because we didn't have no assigned seats, so we just sat by each other. And of course I packed my lunch because I didn't know the school lunch was free. So like I ate school lunch. So then after that, then a couple like weeks later, he asked me for my phone number. So I was like, okay. So like let me just like push it back a little bit. Like let me just ask my mom for permission because I didn't want her to think that I didn't get her permission. So I had to like, well, this was when like we were in PE class. Like we only go to like PE, and then another day we go to another we go to another like we go to art or music, and then it just resets back. But we went to PE, and then it was time like to go. So like we the bell rang, and then like we're in class, whatever, and he asked for my phone number, so I gave it to him. And of course I think he called me to see like how I was doing, all that. And then like we had to start having a good friendship. So then, here's another boy that I was talking to. He came to our class, and his name was Matthew. So of course I was just talking to both of them at the same time because they were both my friends. And so they were both like my friends. I don't want to call him my best friend because friend is like different from a best friend. So like I was just calling them like my friends basically. So um I was just calling them my friend to see like how it was. So um so of course like um I just gave it a couple of weeks to see like how we were going. And sometimes in reading class we go to the library and get books. So we were getting books, and then like we sat like by each other, and like we sat by each other, and like we were just like talking, having a conversation. And then this is when I download Clash Royale on my phone. my bad. This one I downloaded Clash Royale on my phone the first time. I never played it before, so my friend Jose, he did the training like part for me, and then I was on Arena 1, and yeah, I just started playing the game. So, um, so like me and him, like I got Jose's number, and then I got um Matthew's phone number. It was kind of hard to ask him because I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. So like I was just like I had to ask him like a little later. So like I gave it a couple weeks, and then like when we came to school, I asked him for his phone number, and he gave it to me, and I added it in my phone. So like um the first message, it was just like, hey, how you're doing and all that. And Chris, what happened?
Oh, you're recording. I don't want to disturb you.
What's going on? What happened?
I was just gonna watch TV in here, but
Oh, well, you can watch TV in here after I get done.
Alright.
I'll let you know when I'm done. Okay?
Fine.
Sorry, y'all. That was my brother. I was talking to him. But look, let's continue. So, of course, like, I got Jose's phone number first, and then I got Matthew's phone number because, like I said, it was hard to ask Matthew because I didn't want to make him feel uncomfortable. Uncomfortable. So like I had to ask him a little later, like in the school year. So okay, then you know how like so like me like it wasn't time for class yet because I went to go get breakfast at school, and then like sometimes like I eat breakfast at home and at school just to like get full, and I eat lunch, and then yeah, but um so like it was it was kind of like where like um where I got his phone number, and then like me and Matt were on like a Zoom call together, and then like yeah, and then yeah, and then like this is where it comes to like where he comes and he was like Maya, this is Matthew, by the way. Matthew, he we were talking like because we had recess, so he was like, Maya, can I talk to you for a second? He was like, um well so I don't know like how you feel about this, but like he was like asking me to be his boyfriend. So like I was like, oh, okay, this is like later like in the school year. So like this is in 6th grade. So he asked me that. So I was like, oh, okay. And he said, let me know your answer after school. So I was like, he said, well, no, he said I need to know. He said I need to know when we get out of school, like after school. So I was like, okay. And then I was like, yes, okay. So I had to keep it like a secret. Well, I didn't tell my parents yet because like this is the day when my grandma came down to see us, so like I didn't want to say it in front of her, so I waited till she went back to because she always comes down like for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all that to come see us. But she went back to Colorado. My grandparents live in Colorado, so um we went to you know, like she always come down those days. And sometimes like my grandpa, he comes down too, like sometimes. Yeah. And then like sometimes me and my brother go to Colorado. Like it just depends like how it is, like if we want to go or not. But anyways, but of course we had to yeah. So like he asked me that, and I had to wait until like I said, I had to wait. So like a couple of weeks later I told my parents, and they're like, oh, okay, Maya. And then like yeah, so okay, this is where the part where I have to um explain this. So I was in art class. Well, because I was in our class with like me. It was me and like the classmates that I was with. That it was like a lot of classmates with us. Like it was basically my math homeroom, like Mr. Pass homeroom. That was my math teacher, in sixth grade. So his name was Mr. Pass, and I was in his homeroom. So Matthew and Jose were in his homeroom. So like it was kind of like where we stopped being friends for a little bit because like we had stuff going on and all that. We stopped being friends, and then like after school, like we said, "Oh, we're bad friends now." So like it was kind of like weird a little bit, but like that's how we were. But now we don't do that anymore. My bad again. But um we don't do that anymore, but like we just did that in sixth grade because like there's a lot of stuff going on. So like yeah, but um we had fun Friday like at school and all that. So like Jose would be like, "Oh, what you picking?" Like I used to pick always PE because like you get to play basketball, hula hoops and all that. So um I was like doing that. Like I was playing basketball and like so like I had a like because my mom said oh you're coming home early from school because I had to do something. Well, me and my brother had to get do something, so we had to get out of school early. My mom picked us up from school early, so of course like so Jose left. Like he had to leave because his uh parents picked him up. So, so the coach he answered the phone and they said, "Ma, you're going home." And I was like, "Okay, let me get my stuff." And then I saw Jose. I was like, "Oh, I didn't know he left. I didn't know he was still here." So, of course, you know, and then that was like the first part. So now here's where it gets kind of like, okay. So, you know, so like a couple weeks ago, well, like in sixth grade, a couple weeks ago, me and Matthew and Jose were in our class. Basically, Mr. Pass room was in our class because uh, that's where we had to go, like specials. That's what they call it, like in elementary school, but like in middle school, they don't call it that because we don't have that. So yeah, that's what they call it in elementary school. Elementary school specials. So, it was basically like a fun time where we just like go to art, music, or whatever we supposed to go to. So we were in art class, right? And Matthew and Jose were whispering. So I was like, okay, are they talking about me? So I was like, Jose was like, "Oh my, we're not gonna talk about you." I was like, "Jose, I literally see you whispering to Matthew." And then I said, Matthew, are you talking about me? You, Jose, talking about me? And they're like, "No, my, we're not gonna talk about you. Why would you even think that?" Because I was like, because they're when they said, "Oh, why you even think that?" Like I'm just thinking like that. I was like, why would they be talking about me? I didn't do nothing to them. So, um, like it was just really hard this time. So like, of course I had a my bad. I had to go so like I was like, okay, so like why are y'all talking about me? And they're like, "Oh my, we're not gonna talk about you." So I went to go tell the art teacher and she was like, "Oh, we could move you to like a different seat." So I was like, "Okay, that's fine." So like and then like it was just like a couple of times like where we're at recess and they were still like talking about me. They were waiting for me at the playground they were waiting for me like at the playground area, like where there's like swings and stuff and like the slide and all that. They were waiting for me there like at recess because we had recess. So um so like it was kind of like where I don't know how we're still like kind of friends, but it was kind of how like where I was like, there's something going on because why are they talking about me at in art class and at recess? So like they came up to me and said blah 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 and all that. So like I was like, okay, so like what's going on? So like I was just like really lonely recess because I had nobody to play with that time because I didn't want to go to play with Matthew and Jose because I didn't know what they were up to. So, yeah. So I had to go talk to the counselor I'm just letting y'all know this, but like, cause it's my first story time on my channel, so yeah. But I went to the counselor, and her name was Miss I forgot, but I went to her counselor office to say what happened, and the counselor was asking me, so do you want to bring Matthew and Jose down here so we can all talk? So I was like, okay, yes, ma'am, you can do that. So like she calls the phone and to see if she said, can you bring Jose, David, and Matthew down? So they came down to the counselor office, and like sometimes the counselor is busy, so we have to write her like notes, and we could take it down to our office, and she can know that we need her, or we can do like the email stuff. But so like it was kind of like that, but like I had to go to the counselor's office because I needed to talk to the counselor about that. So like I went to talk to the counselor the first time because I needed to. So like I was like, okay, I had to tell the counselor what was going on, and then like Matthew and Jose came down, and then the counselor was like, so like, can y'all stop being mean to Maya because it's not really good to be mean to people. So I was like, okay. So they're like so now like we got along. So this is when we were going back up to the classroom. So like we were just getting along and going back up to the classroom where we're at. So so one day we're in the cafeteria eating lunch because it was our lunchtime. So we were eating lunch, and the counselor came into the cafeteria because I wrote it like a note to her saying that I need her, and she came to the cafeteria to get me, and Jose was like, oh, he was like, oh, Maya's about to go snitch, like tell. So I was like, what? I'm just gonna like tell her what's been going on. So like, that was the second time I went to the counselor's office to tell her what happened, and she said the same thing again. She said, y'all need to be nice to Maya for real. So I was like, okay. So like, of course, like, so like, how like some teachers come in and check like the classroom to see like what we're doing, all that, and they take notes. So like there was like a teacher that came in to like check on me. Like it was like not like this was like it was just like a teacher that came like to check on me to see if I need help with like math or anything. So like I told her I need help and all that, and Jose was like doing something on my computer because he took my computer that I was using, and he was like, he put something in my my history, and I didn't know what it was. It was like not a good thing. So I was like, okay. I said, Jose, why would you do that? And he was like, I didn't do that. And I said, Jose, yes you did, because you literally took my computer. So I was like really upset because like why would he do that? So like I don't know how we're still friends, but like we got along now, so like we don't have that anymore. So like yeah, but yeah, that was like really the whole like story time that I had when I was in 6th grade. That's all what happened. Like when that was going on, like everything was going pretty good. So like yeah, like the school year went pretty good. And then like we had like a graduation thing for 6th grade, and yeah, that's when I graduated 6th grade. My bad. So yeah, that was a fun time. At the end of the school year, it was like really fun, and at the beginning of the school year, it was like really fun too. So yeah, but Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. And this is like I said, this is my first story time on my channel. Comment down below if y'all want more story times on this channel. I can do that. Because like I said, I never did a story time before, so this is my first time. Comment down below if I did good on this story time for y'all. So like this, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share, and yeah, this is my first story time. But yeah, comment down below if y'all want more story times. And yeah, bye.